video as I usually do. Kind of just hanging out in my hobby room here, and I heard some pretty good news earlier, and that was that the Illinois assault weapons ban got overturned. And as per usual, well, I knew that it was gonna only last for about 15 minutes before Illinois was gonna, you know, uh, go ahead and appeal the decision. Well, what does that mean for what's happening, Scott? I can always, I can always count on like a few people, like just like randomly dropping what they're doing and hopping onto a live stream, and it is Scott right there. Scott right there is probably one of the best. He's I don't know very many people that actually know him in person, but he is one person that I do want to get checked off on my list as far as meeting. Matt Morrison and also El Tenda checking in as usual. Anyway, so the title of today's video is, the Illinois gun ban update. Ninja Scout, what's happening, buddy? And also, I forget what else I said, but what I was gonna complain a little bit about people in the community that are just, like ambulance chasers, if you will. Those of you guys who know me know that I've been pretty quiet lately, and I've been pretty quiet for pretty good reason. I'm kind of, sitting back and seeing where the tea leaves are gonna lay, because I just kind of, want to be able to make my decision with an educated stance. I don't want to just jump into things and just blow my load without knowing where I'm shooting it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into a situation that is not going to be right with where I'm going to land. I'm running my trains here, guys. So just kind of, I had a Gunderson stack car from China. Oh, somebody's snagging here. I'm trying to get this track worked out here, but anyway, I've got this. I got this container train that's kind of sitting there, just kind of. Don't want to dump this load out a little bit too soon, because this here is a container full of ladies' undergarments, and that one there is adult only items. I know that the anime fans will be pretty upset if that tips over and spills out into the little river here. Anyway, so what is going to happen when everything comes to fruition with this assault weapon ban? Well, what's going to end up happening is, obviously Illinois could not wait to trip over themselves fast enough to jump on trying to rectify the mistake that McGlynn did by overturning the assault weapon ban. The beautiful thing about it is, I knew this was going to happen, and I love that everybody wants to keep me updated. And this is going to rub some people the wrong way. I don't want to hear about it. Okay? The reason why I don't want to hear about it is because until the Supreme Court of the United States gets a hold of it, it's no news. What I see ending up happening is people will put out Guns and Gadgets did a video, and he won't mind me dropping his name, but I'm using him as purely as an example. I do like his videos, so don't think I'm giving him a hard time. I'm just using him as an example. Anyway, Guns and Gadgets put up a video earlier about the Illinois assault weapon ban getting overturned. Well, I knew it's a nothing burger because of the fact that the appeal is going to happen. Okay, the appeal is going to happen. You don't need to be getting everybody worked up about it because people in the gun community are dumb enough as it is. I mean, everybody says, oh, liberals are stupid. No. The voting populace in a general term, whether they're left or right or center, it doesn't matter. Most people are idiots, okay? And there's a reason why we have signs that say, do not swim with the alligators in a swamp, okay? You know, people are just profoundly stupid. The problem is we have a situation where a couple of YouTubers or, you know, just independent journalists can get out there and, you know, somebody half listening is going to assume that assault weapons are legal again in the state of Illinois. Now, this is something that, I mean, you know, I made the mention of the of Mr. Guns and Gadgets. I'm using him as an example. I'm not using him as an accurate example. I'm just giving you an example. Anyway, I saw his video. Thought it was a good video. He did a live stream. The problem is not really with the live streams, because when you live stream something like that, it's raw. People can see it. They can kind of get the gist of what's going on. They can feel where you're coming from. But a lot of the scripted videos from some of these guys, you know, they end up doing kind of a disservice, because a lot of people take what they say and they don't quite vet it out. They use that YouTuber as a 100%, you know, end all be all of the truth, and instead of, you know, somebody reads the headline basically, right? They see, oh, Illinois assault weapon ban is overturned. Okay, somebody like me reads the dang thing and goes, okay, well, it's got a 30-day stay. So 30 days from now, so long as Illinois doesn't repeal it or, you know, appeal that decision, the assault weapon ban is still in effect. So cool your tits, guys. It's not going to be something that's, you know, I mean, you're not in the clear, basically, is what I'm saying. You know, actually learn how to read these documents. Don't just go, oh, well, you know, it's, you know, it's been overturned. You know, my good buddy on the interwebs, you know, have made a YouTube video about it. He said it was good to go. Well, if you guys listen to what he said, yeah, he may have said something like that, but you know, it's like when the Illinois assault weapon ban first went in. I'm like, this is banned, this is banned, this is banned, this is banned. I know it's banned because I read the dang thing, and people are like, no, that's not banned, that's not banned. It's, you know, la 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 la, and I'm like, no, read the whole thing, read it. It tells you what you have as banned. So it's like, okay, right, well, we just want to err on the side of caution, give these lunatics a wide berth, because keep in mind, they have an infinite bank account, you don't. So, you know, just kind of, you know, how far up do you want to stick, right? I mean, I've got no problem taking one for the team, but as you guys, as viewers, you know, have been, you know, watching my channel and sticking with me through thick and thin, you guys have seen nobody comes to my back. You know, when YouTube has screwed me over for years and years and years, suddenly all these other YouTubers get, you know, start crying because YouTube's taking some of my videos down. Well, you could have gone to Rumble years ago. You could have started to promote your audiences, getting your audiences over to platforms that actually give a crap about us. 5-4 Prepper, what's happening? Starting to give a crap about us and actually, you know, give us a fair shake. Instead, we've got, you know, these big media conglomerates just stroking off these small-time peanut gallery people and putting them in front of you and me and everybody else and expecting us to buy all the products that they hawk. You know, now it's to the point where, you know, you just really don't know who is who. You know, you're in a situation where Bernie Sanders is making a lot of sense here. Why is this? This is well, you know what? You know, a broken clock is right, you know, twice a day. Just remember that, guys. But anyway, I'm just being hyperbolic there. So anyway, so just kind of circle back a little bit, kind of gather my thoughts here a little bit. I've been doing other things besides gun stuff, obviously. I've been working on, you know, a car channel. I'm actually doing pretty good at it. Pretty good with it. And Am I going to be doing guns again? Yeah, I'm going to be doing guns. I was actually on the phone with one of my bigger sponsors, and we were talking about some things, and I'm trying to gear up for when the assault weapon ban is overturned, or I move out of the state of Illinois, one of the two. I'm fully committed to going back to being a build channel, not necessarily a build channel per se, but I want to be entertaining and build stuff at the same time. I've been passively working on my book, as you guys know. You guys have seen my book. I mean, I've got plenty of things going on in the background that I'm just, unfortunately, I need time to do a lot of this stuff, and I've just not had the time. So, I mean, my actual, needing to make money and provide a roof over my kids' heads takes precedence over, some of the side projects that I would like to do. Now, am I going to make a bunch of money off this AK book? Probably not. Have I ever made any money really per se on any of this gun stuff? No, it's been mostly a hobby, a passion project, and getting people like you the knowledge you need to actually get somewhere with what you're doing. And I don't want to know how many guns that I've helped get brought into this world. I have a pretty good idea, and the information that I have disseminated upon the world is far more meaningful to me than really any monetary sum. And I challenge you to find another YouTuber that would brag about that aspect rather than, oh, I wish I could make money. I do wish I could make money with this. The only problem is it's really hard to make money in this business and stay honest. I mean, finding sponsors that are going to bend their standards to allow you to say anything about their product, whether it's something bad or something good, allow you to be honest with their product. Those people are hard to come by. That's why I don't make much money at this. That's why, that's why I haven't, I don't live in a multi-million-dollar house. That's why I'm not running for Senate. That's why I'm, not rubbing elbows with the president. And that's why I'm not doing that. I'm just putting it out there. I'm being honest. But here's the thing. I've been around a long time. You guys know that. I've been around a long time. And I have been around long enough to watch a lot of these other YouTubers come up. And I can count on two hands how many YouTubers I actually give a crap about. Most of them, actually, a few of them are in the comment section right now. Those people I give a crap about. But the thing is, when I come back and I start making videos again more regularly and I start doing things, I've got some big plans. We're going to be building something very, very freaking awesome when, I'm probably just going to get out of Iowa so I can get to doing that. But anyway, I got a really good build coming up for you guys. It's going to be freaking awesome. Anyway, nobody knows, and I'm not telling anybody. I've got two really freaking awesome builds that I'm going to do, and you guys are just going to have to wait. You're just going to have to, tell Illinois to get this assault weapon ban overturned right now. I mean, I could just do whatever and just, build the stuff anyway. But the thing is, I gotta be legal beagle about this. You guys know, I mean, you can't just go out there and do illegal stuff. Anyway, that being said, when I come back and I start doing videos a little bit more regularly, I'm not gonna, just as I was before, I'm not going to go ahead and jump in and, I'm going to go to SHOT Show and rub shoulders with some of the other big YouTubers. Maybe go to some of the after parties. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go to a Diddy party, a gun community version of the Diddy party. I'm not going to it. Simple thing here. I genuinely, I know what has happened to me over the years. I know what has happened in, with how the state that I live in has treated me, and only a handful of people in the community even reached out to me to see how I was doing with it. All the big YouTubers have my number. Okay, every one of them. We used to talk regularly. All of us did. You know, a lot of the big names. You know, we used to talk all the freaking time. They've got my number. I've got their number. You know, every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, we're talking. You know, we're saying, "Hey, Merry Christmas." Happy New Year. You know, whatever. But ever since the gun ban happened, everybody disappeared. Now, I understand that some of them, and I've talked to some of them, you know, behind the scenes, you know, and they're like, well, I'm, the range, I'll address that here in just a second. Um, uh, you know, most of these big names, you know, the ones that have talked to me on the side, you know, they stand up people, right? But as far as the rest of them, you know, I know that isn't worth the, you know, if I'm not going to associate with another YouTuber, you guys know that, you know, they've rubbed me wrong. I'm not going to, I'm not going to just, you know, I don't hold grudges, but I'll never forget. You know, that sort of thing, right? And I'm not asking for a handout from these people. I'm not asking for anything like that. But anyway, just getting that little nitpicky bit out of there. Anyway, let's see here. The range says Judge McGlynn let me down with the attached 30-day stay, but I can't blame him. He's one of the good ones. He also says Easterbrook or whatever his name is. That guy is just a pain in the butt. I wish I could get out of Illinois. You know, I feel for you, brother. You know, honestly, he could have put the 30-day stay on there or not. I don't think it would have made much of a difference because these lunatics were just going to go and do whatever they were going to do anyway. So whether it was a 30-day stay or not, it was going to happen. All right. I knew that, you know, and the thing is, what I really wish some of these other YouTubers would do is take the time to let the news kind of settle and then correct the record, you know, because a lot of people, like, I mean, there's a lot of good YouTube. I'm not, you know, and here's another thing. Don't recommend videos to me because I don't want to see them, because every time I go look at these people, they're all doing the same thing. See, obviously, you guys who have been watching my channel for over a year now, well, you know, who have been here, I nuked my entire channel off of YouTube. Why? Because I have principles. You know, I'm just a hard ass, and I just have principles, and I'm not gonna let YouTube push me around anymore. So, you know, I'm still a YouTube partner, but the problem is, you know, it's a doozy, right? So anyway, my hope will be to get back on to making videos. I'm probably going to do one a month. I'm not going to do one every week like I was doing. That's just way too much. I've got way more important things going on in my life than making all those videos. And, you know, I mean, realistically, I mean, I'm a build channel. I'm not a commentary channel. I do live streams every now and again when I get heated up about something. You guys know that. I probably want to do one of them a month. I want to try to do one a month. I didn't do one last month, but you know, I kind of want to do a good old-fashioned rant every now and again, get it out of my system. But you know, the fact of the matter is, you know, I'm growing very, very tired of seeing a lot of these YouTubers, especially the ones that started out in Illinois because of the gun ban, getting to the point where they're the guy from Southern California, that guy I can't stand. I had to quit watching him because every time he'd make a video, I would think, oh, the California gun ban got overturned. Oh, cool, California can have guns again. Oh, and I'm a very smart individual. Those of you who know me know I'm fairly smart, and I do, you know, I've got a lot of lawyers in my family. I've got teachers. You know, I'm not from dumb genes. You know, let's see here. Show in range. I wonder why. Oh, moron. Okay. In range says, I quit watching him over a year ago. He's a moron. Anyway, Armed Scholar. Yes. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, the armed scholar. Yeah, no, he's the perfect example, and I will badmouth him out in the open. People that watch the armed scholar are some of the they're the when you let soup set for a little bit after you've gotten that skin on the top of the soup where you're about ready to dig in, you go that's those people that watch him, right? I mean, nothing against you if you watch him, but I have never met anybody that needs to do 10 videos per day on the same dang thing. Like, seriously, what, dude? Seriously, do a video on something else. And it's like, how do you change the... I've... Really, dude, you don't have it... I mean, I find it very fascinating that some of these guys... There's one older gentleman from Illinois who he's retired, and that's the exception. That's I like him. A lot of people have tried to introduce me, but I'm like, look, seriously, that guy's got a lot of stuff going on. I don't need to be cut to, and that's another thing. There are people fighting a good fight, actually, in litigation and stuff like this. I'm not going to bother them. They already know what the mission is. They already know how to do their job. They already know what I think. I don't need to be bugging them every day. Don't bug these people, guys. Just let them do their job. They know how we think. They know how we feel. That's it, right? Just let them do their job. Anyway, let me catch up on the comments here. The range. Matt Morrison says, that dude is terrible if that's who you're talking about. Yes, it is absolutely who I'm talking about. And I don't care if this video gets back to him. He just, maybe it'll open his eyes and maybe he can, pull his head out of his rear end. Yeah, I mean, all he is clickbait. The only difference between him and some of these videos that are like from content farms is that he isn't an AI voice and he isn't an AI character like these erection dysfunction videos that I've been seeing a lot of, and the fake stimulus, videos or the ads where they're like, oh yeah, you can get this $3,000 rebate. You don't have to pay it back. Just fill in your social security card. The government doesn't want you to know about this, and their mouth isn't matching their voice. It's like, I've seen 6 videos with this same person doing the same thing, but the lips are moving different ways because it's all the AI bullshit. Okay, let's see here. In range says, the Mike J. Yes, what's happening, buddy? The legend is back. In range, the guy from Wisconsin, the lawyer, now shilling USAA or whatever. I won't watch him either. Matt Morrison. Oh yeah, complete garbage. I'll fall for clickbait 3 times, then I'm done. Yeah, no, dude, it's utterly shocking how bad YouTube has gotten. I mean, the ads, and I would say it's just a YouTube problem, but guess what? I'm over on Rumble, and guess what? I'm seeing the same ads. So, I don't know. I mean, you can report them all you want, but at the same time, or you could watch the ads all the way through and, pull the money out of the people buying the ads pocket. They're, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, Matt Morrison, the dead internet theory is coming true. Yeah, I've got a funny video that I'm working on. It's gonna be hilarious. You guys aren't gonna know what's going on. It's gonna be awesome, epic. But yeah, I'm gonna slide that one in when you guys least expect it. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'm kind of going off on a lot of tangents here. But anyway, yeah, my biggest beef right now is the ambulance chasers of the YouTube community. I mean, I've had people literally try to screw me over because they thought it was going to get them ahead in life. It's like, dude, I had a guy troll me. Funny thing is, it was a bad troll because I had his IP address. But anyway, he tried to troll me into killing myself. I'm like, who in the... But anyway, he bought himself subscribers enough to where the algorithm picked up on it, and YouTube doesn't care. They just care about money. So anyway, it is what it is. But anyway, as far as that's concerned, the community is full of them. It's full of people that are just disingenuous. They're only after the holy grail of becoming a YouTube partner and doing this and doing that. And just making a big name for themselves. The thing is, the one thing that I had always wanted was to rub shoulders with people like Mark Krebs and Jim Fuller and stuff. And I know that they are respected people. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. And that's the kind of respect I want. I don't want some respect. I don't want respect from, me coming out there and me throwing a big range day party, which nobody's going to know my name. I want people, and people do. People pick up a gun and they go, oh, well, Zeke told me how to do this. Zeke showed me how to do this. Zeke's videos helped me do this. That means more to me than a million people watching my, oh my God, Jim Fuller. People that troll Jim Fuller need to jump off a building. I mean, that man has earned his stripes, and people want to be a complete jackass to him. I will never understand that. It's the gun community is its own worst enemy. I will say that time and time again. I have seen people be just so freaking stupid. And the thing is, you've got people that will stand up, but it's kind of like minority communities that the Democrats have, or I don't even want to say Democrats, because what's a Democrat really? That Democrats and politicians have convinced, oh, well, you need help in order to do this. They convince that community into belittling anyone that gets out of that community, and they try to pull them back into the muck and mire that they're stuck in. It's just something that just boggles my mind. It's just, the AK community's like that. Okay. The AK community has always been a bag of degenerates. I'm a degenerate. I'm sure every one of you guys is a degenerate too. But the thing is, the fact of the matter is, we can at least know that we're just kind of screwing around with each other, and at the end of the day, we're over it, right? The only person we all can genuinely really hate on at the end of the day, not really, but you guys know what I'm talking about, is Nails. Even I agree with Nails on one thing, and that is Bakelite magazines. The price is just overwhelmingly stupid. Why would you spend $75, $80 on a plastic magazine that they literally make roads out of? I don't know. Anyway. All right, let's see here. We got quite a few people actually watching. So how's everybody doing today? Vanessa Kitty, what's happening? We got 545 Prepper, Matt Morrison, Scott P. I don't know why I keep saying P79. Scott 79. I've done that for years. I don't know what it is, but I'm never gonna stop doing that. Scott P79. That's your name from now on. I christened the Scott P79, so you better put that P in there. Altenda, The Range, Ninja Scout. See if there's anybody else in there that I'm forgetting. So anyway, let me put this out here, right? A lot of people get worked up about, Matt Morrison. Nails. Fucking Nails, man. Let's see here. Mike J. Control scarcity of parts kits. Yeah. Oh, God. You guys remember when Arsenal was actually, stood for something good, and then, come to find out they're just, regular run-of-the-mill Bulgarian trash? I don't know. I've only, really old Bulgarian Arsenals, I really like, but the newer stuff I have not been impressed with. I mean, you may as well just go down the street, get yourself a Riley or a PSA. You'll have a much better looking rifle in the long run. Anyway, so yeah, so that's about all I got going for the rant. I mean, I know a lot of you guys watch a lot of these guys that I'm referring to in some of these videos, but the fact is, when it comes to the assault weapon ban, I really, I mean, I appreciate that people update me, right? I don't need, I mean, if people updated me, or let me backtrack. If people shared my videos, the people that share these update videos with me on the Illinois assault weapon ban, if people shared my videos half as much as they share everybody else's videos with me, and it's not one person, several people do this to me, and it just, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any news until it goes to the Supreme Court. I don't even want to hear that. Do you guys not think I'm watching? I'm being general. I'm in a general sense here, guys. I'm not mad at any of you guys. And if you guys are telling me and updating me in casual conversation, I'm okay with it. Do not blow up my email. Do not blow up my phone with the same 15 videos from the same 15, 20 different creators. I'm like, I don't need to know every update from the same creator. And also, I don't need to know every thought that creator has on that subject up until the actual court date. Nothing is happening. I can go on the court records and, is there going to be a final ruling for 5 months? No. Okay. I'll check back in with it in about 2 months. I don't need a freaking every other day update. And besides, it gets you really freaking confused. I'm not going to consume my life with it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to, and I would think that you guys would not worry about it either. And I'm going to upset some people. I'm going to really irritate some people about that, and I don't care. The problem is, you guys have big enough brains to be able to go to the court website and read the dang thing yourself. And by now, most of you guys that are in the gun community should know how to read legalese. I would hope some of you guys that, carry every day know how to read legal wording and stuff. And try to get up on that, because you go into jurisdiction, how many of you guys, show of hands, how many of you guys look up on local jurisdiction laws when you go to carry places? Okay, see, it doesn't matter, okay? Let's see here. Jacob Kasowski. Actually, World Trade Center 7, that's actually what got me really thinking about things. Like World Trade Center 1 and 2, when I was watching that happen, I was like, huh. And then later I'm watching World Trade Center 7, which did get hit by some stuff, just completely into its own footprint. They had the fires under control. That's a bit sus. That gets my radar going. Yep, Vanessa Kitty. Always look them up for every jurisdiction I go through. Yep, and then, that's the thing. You accidentally carry it's like some laws, you have to have the magazine a certain way, or heaven forbid, you accidentally carry a magazine. I understand what the Constitution says. I understand what the Bill of Rights says. But that is not the way these cronies have manufactured the minefield of throwing your ass in jail for no reason. Think about it. They just want to make it inconvenient for the servants, the peasants. Yeah, Matt Morrison. 7 was super sus. Yeah. No, that was definitely... No, that right there, if World Trade Center 7 hadn't happened, I probably wouldn't be as open-minded as I am today. I probably would be, just another sheep in a cog, or cog in a wheel for the global elites, that sort of thing. But I don't know. It's amazing. And then we meat grindered a whole generation of our kids in wars that should not have even been fought. Oh, we got to go get them weapons of mass destruction. Sure, Bush. You know, good God. You know the whole election thing. You know, it's you know, I was watching something about you know, all the neocons, you know, being basically extinct at this point, and I'm like, Bush, you know, supported one of his, you know, neocon buddies just recently, and the person I was talking to was like, no, neocons aren't a thing anymore. I was like, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, that's who the people are. Yep. Oh yeah. No, that's that's a big rabbit hole we could get into. You know what? We should have like a paranormal alien sort of thing going, and then we can go into like wacky conspiracies, and then we can touch on World Trade Center 7, and you know, then people won't think we're crazy about talking about it. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's about all I had for rant. So just open it up for discussion for you guys. What do you guys think about the events? Lizard people? Oh yeah, definitely. The Bohemian Grove. Alex Jones. Oh my gosh. You guys don't think that he was a CIA operative? I got another thing to tell you about that. Oh, let me just tell you what. Let me tell you about the Berkey light. the Berkey water filter. I should make some videos with like that 56K modem. Oh, the Vermont Triangle, yeah. Oh, dude, they got like a Stonehenge out there too over there, man. I think it's Connecticut has the Stonehenge. Yeah, a lot of really crazy things. I mean, yeah, we could have a really good hoot and a holler there. That'd be a good round table in the Discord. Oh, as far as my Discord is still running, guys. I have not been active in it, and it is not as active as it once was, and you know, that's my fault. I apologize for that. It's just hard to do when you got a life outside of everything, and you really don't want to just like broadcast everything you're doing in the Discord, because you can't do anything. I mean, it's like, oh, check this gun out. You know, it's like, check this build out I'm doing. I'm not doing anything. But I don't know. It is what it is. When I do come back, like I said, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be. Don't expect me to want to rub shoulders with other YouTubers, especially now. You know, it's like there's a couple of YouTubers that I have talked to. I've been on their shows. You know, those guys I'll give a fair shake. You know, and I'll be friendly with them because I do consider those guys friends. Salem, New Hampshire. Yep. That's America's Stonehenge. Thank you, Matt and Scott. But yeah, no, it's just one of them things where, you know, I have a growing list of people that are just only out for themselves and not really, you know, there for the benefit of the community so much as they are for the bottom line of their pocketbook. I mean, if you're retired and you got nothing better to do, I don't consider that in the same category. But at the same time, I'm not going to go out and bother people that are, you know, I'm not going to go bother lawyers that are trying to involve themselves with the court cases that are ongoing. I'm not going to bug them. They've got plenty of things to do besides listen to me yak at them for an hour and a half. They've got more important things to do. I've talked to many lawyers in my life, and I don't need to talk to any more than I absolutely have to. But I don't know. So yeah. So I'm doing like the nerd level, you know, like the biggest nerd level thing that I can do right now, and that is run trains. There you go. Scott, check that out, buddy. Well, of course it's not going to focus on you. Appalachian lines there. And it's backwards. But anyway, yeah, Appalachian lines there, bud. Yep, got that. I was thinking about you guys on the East Coast. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a video today and just kind of heckle everybody on the planet. Well, Matt asks if I would ever move from Illinois. I've wanted to move from Illinois since the day I was able to start making my first dollar. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of my investments are in the state of Illinois. Although I don't even work in Illinois, I mean I do sort of. My side job is in Illinois. A lot of people complain about the taxes and everything. Genuinely, the only real buzzkill for me, everybody complains about the taxes, and I feel those people don't actually pay taxes, because if I were to move to Iowa doing the same things that I do now, they'd tax me about 18% more. Okay, so Illinois having high taxes, I don't feel it. Okay, so I'm like, are you guys not itemizing properly? Are you not running your affairs properly? What are you doing? I mean, and you know, I genuinely don't think a lot of people are actually speaking from actual research. They're just parroting things, you know, and you know, people on the right do the same thing as the left, so don't be surprised, you know, people do that stuff and you're like, no, that doesn't quite track, you know. It's like, no, I've been in an airplane too, and I know that the sun going through clouds reflects, you know, has parallel lines through clouds, and it's just a perspective thing when you're on the ground looking at it. But I've been in an airplane from above and looking at the clouds, so no, parallel lines, or you know, the sun rays coming out. No, that doesn't mean anything. You know, it's yeah, people are stupid. But you know, all we can do is you know, just grin and bear it. But anyway, as far as moving out of Illinois, yeah, I'm probably gonna give it another year. This time next year, if I was kind of hoping for interest rates to kind of go back down. I mean, the last property I bought, I had a 4.5% interest rate, and yeah, that shows you how long ago I bought property. But yeah, so I'm not at all interested at all in getting a loan, and you know, for a new property, and paying 8.5% or 14% like some people I know. I've got pretty good credit, so I don't think that would be a problem per se. But you never know. Anyway, let me aim this down so you guys can see what I'm actually running here. I'm watching this train go by, and you know, playing and enjoying my time out here, and you know, just be like, oh, you guys don't get to watch it. Screw all you. Look at that. Oh yeah. A little bit of nerd level here. This one here is Krendic, Cedar Rapids and Iowa City Railroad. Yeah, it's a very rare thing to find stuff that is Krendic for model railroading, but I found one. Actually, let me show you something that I did do recently. I'm sure a lot of you guys will appreciate this. You know, since I was little, I was a big Rock Island Railroad fan, because obviously, I mean, it's the local railroad. It was supposed to be the big one. Anyway, I custom did this whole locomotive myself. I'm not done with it. The other side, I'm gonna have a guy hanging out the window, you know, the engineer waving out the window, and I'm gonna put the visors on it, and I was gonna do grab irons on it. You know, just really get like super nerdy with it, but I don't know. I just, you know, just kind of doing my thing here. So I don't know. Let's put this on the track and just kind of run him around. We'll run him around by himself. I've got multiple tracks here that I can control. But anyway, yeah, no, that's one of my funner projects that's working on models and stuff. Here's a Gundam I did not long ago. Just kind of built him up as he just falls over. Here's another cool one that I did. Then my youngest did this one. These are supposed to be the bad guys, but they're pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing out there? All 8 of you that are left. If you haven't already done so, hit the like button. Let everybody know that you like the stream. Yeah. I know a few of you guys. GM Sniper. That is exactly what this is. That's a GM Sniper. He was blue, but I painted him OD green. But the way I did it with I did it with a brush, so it would look like, you know, they did it out in the field, and he's like kind of mottled and stuff. You know, it's not an even coat. I was gonna spray him, but I was like, no, I kind of want to do it like it would be more organic, like the mechanics and the crew painted him. You know, kind of wanted to go that direction with it, but yeah. Zorro117. I think I've seen that username years ago. So how's everybody doing? You know, everybody dealing with everything just fine. Everybody enjoying the results of the election and watching people have little meltdowns. I find it very fascinating that he got 75 million. I think it was 75 million people voted for him. Man, that's more than he had last time, I can tell you that. But the thing I find fascinating is like CNN's like, all right, let's see how much Kamala's won per county. Let's see how this is, where she's leading per county. And then like, they're sitting there waiting for the thing loading, you know, the screen to load, and they're like, nothing? Really? Nice. You know, I just had this discussion with somebody else. The people that are having literal meltdowns right now, they are people that are historically illiterate. Yeah, that's the best way to put that. They're historically illiterate. And if they understood what history was and how it worked, and, you know, it's like one of my friends, I love her to pieces. She's a really good girl. Anyway, I'm trying to explain to her what a constitutional right is. And she's pro-abortion, you know, and I'm like, okay, whatever, you do you, right? But the thing is, you know, she voted for Kamala on the basis that, you know, she felt like, you know, her right was taken from her. And I had to explain to her that it is not a right because it is not encoded and enshrined in the Bill of Rights. And if it is not there, it is not a federal right to, you know, prohibit from being regulated against. You know, and it's, I finally got it through her head, and she's like, oh, I get it. So basically, you know, when the Democrats did have control and could have actually passed forth an amendment for it, they didn't do it. I'm like, yeah, there you go. They sat on their hands. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything for you. They just wanted your vote. And then she says, well, you know, they probably just never expect. I'm like, they were fighting it the day that Roe v. Wade got passed through the court. They were fighting it. They knew it was coming. You would have had to been an idiot to not know it was coming. But, you know, then there again, you know, what do I know? I'm only you know, an idiot when it comes to everything I know, right? That's freaking crazy. We're sitting at 50 minutes. We'll shut her down here in about 10 minutes. If you guys have any questions for me specifically, go ahead and fire them off. I've got 9 people watching. Make sure you hit that like button and, you know, share some of my videos on Rumble with your buddies. Let them know that Zeke ain't going anywhere just yet. You know, I'm yeah, it's yeah, it's gonna be a cold day in hell before I go anywhere. But that being said, you know, well, yeah, you know, and then Zorro says you're right about Bill of Rights. You're on point. Yeah, and well, the thing is, you know, people don't read. You know, they're historically illiterate and they're genuinely only going off of what they're told, and that is more dangerous than anything I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anybody so willing to be led to slaughter. Patriot from Warsaw. Hey Zeke, love the train, man. Yep, what's happening? But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, 10 more minutes, ask me anything, and then I'm going to pop out of here. I'm probably going to do another stream closer to Thanksgiving. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Christmas live stream because I just haven't had time to get music together. I do have music from last year and a few years before. I might do a stream in that regards, but if I do, it's going to be on Rumble, obviously, because I'm just not going to entertain it on YouTube. I mean, you know, it is what it is. If you guys want to see me on, you know, see my gun videos and stuff like that, they're all on Rumble. Not all of them, but the more relevant ones. I mean, if you look hard enough around between Utah Gun Exchange, Rumble, BitChute, you'll find most all of the videos that I ever put up. That being said. Yeah, anyway, ask me questions, guys. Don't trip over each other. Yeah. Yeah, the really cool thing about this train, I got it set up. Well, I can't do it now, but, oh, how about everybody wants a mini Baril now? Honestly, and I have gotten a lot of emails about those, about the Polish rifles. I'm not too impressed by them. I've had more than a couple of people send me pictures and videos of their brand new to them Polish Baril, and this is not the same person. It's multiple people. And those of you who have been watching my content for years know what I always say. Look it over before you take it home, because your opportunity to say, nope, send that sucker back is right there at that door. Don't take possession of a janky looking rifle. The days of the Wasser are over. These countries know that we want a good looking rifle. It is not that hard. It is just out of sheer laziness. Polish rifle parts are usually built to exceptional standards. They're built on modern machines. They're fantastically put together rifles when they're built right. The fact that they come to people with crooked components, crooked barrels, is absolutely uncalled for. I can put one together straighter in my garage with a piece of pipe and a hammer. There's no reason these things are put together with jigs. There's no reason there should ever be a situation where somebody's getting a gas block that looks like this. That it's absolutely ridiculous. And there's no reason why a rear sight block should be especially with some of these things where that rail, where that rail is integrated into the rear sight block and the rear trunnion. There is no reason why that freaking rear sight block should be canted at all. And there's no reason why any component should be rubbing so hard it is shaving metal off. There should be no reason that thing should leave the door. The volume of production on them things has not gotten to the point where there are so many coming out the door that they can't go, okay, paint's scraping off. All right, send it out the door, because they aren't looking. They don't care. And the amount of money that you're getting charged for these crappy rifles, just send us the parts, we'll build them ourselves. That's all I got to say about that. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. And, for you guys know, I'm somebody that's not very easily impressed by an AK. It's like one of the reasons why I have liked companies like Riley and did you guys hear that? I think something fell off the table on the back side of the table. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah, I heard it too. Anyway. What the heck was it? Anyway. The reason why I like companies like Riley and to an extent PSA is because they aren't coming out trying to be, well, let me rephrase that. Riley, in particular, is not coming out trying to say that they are the best looking rifle on the planet. They are just saying, this is an AK, you can beat it around, it's good. It's good to go. PSA has, I feel, been affected more by the public putting more into them than was really going on there. I'm not at all impressed by any PSA AK. A lot of people love them. It's an AK. They're really nice looking, but they feel cheap. That sort of thing. Like, you feel the metal. It's like, this feels like a $2 hooker. It just, is it gonna work? I heard it again. Anyway, let me look back here. Oh. I've got a double crossover in the back that's kind of hidden. I think a couple are snagging it. Anyway, so basically, you got a situation where I would rather look at a rifle that wasn't built to be perfect than one that's. I mean, a lot of the problem is the community itself has put so much into AKs looking perfect that Wassers these days, it's hard to find one that's got canted sight blocks. I mean, there's no reason. This is one reason why I'm being so hard on Polish guns. There's no reason why a guy should send back a crooked rifle to then get back in return a really crooked rifle to send that one back to get another crooked rifle. And then somebody completely different get a different crooked rifle, and then only to get a different crooked rifle back. And I'm like, at first I thought, okay, maybe these guys are, like playing, return roulette with these rifles. No, they're all different guns. I've seen no less than 10 poorly built barrels. I haven't seen any of the little short ones yet, the mini barrels, but I can't imagine they're built any better. So, I mean, just, I'm not going to buy one. I'd rather build one, to be quite honest. When they first came out, I was like, man, that's something I really want. No, not. I'm not gonna play the Breel lottery to try to get one. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Riley. I think they make a 5.56 AK. Do I have one? Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Well, I've not seen I've not shot my AKs in so long. I mean, those in particular. They've got 5.45s. I'm pretty sure they got a 5.56 variety somewhere in there. I know that it's not impossible. All they got to do is just order the blanks and then mill them down, mill the barrels down. Yeah, Mike J, fixed stock currently only. I'm sure if you called them and said Zeke sent you, you could get something that's not fixed stock. They're pretty stand-up guys. Call them up. Say, hey, Zeke told me to call you. See if you guys could do anything about it. Yeah. But, yeah, that was... my goodness. I need to give them a call. You know, them guys are pretty good people. If you ever have a problem, they'll fix it. I mean, they no questions asked. I mean, they'll take care of you. You know, when people badmouth them and you come out and say, oh, well, this, that, and the other, and I'm like, no, I've actually dealt with them for years, and I know plenty of people that have dealt with them, and usually when they have a problem, and, I mean, it's completely manufactured, so, you know, that's just that, but, okay, all right, so we're over an hour. So anyway, guys, I had a pretty good viewer turnout here for, you know, not having, you know, advertised this stream or anything. Just if you guys haven't watched it, go back and watch it from the beginning and just catch up on everything. I did get pretty heated up in the beginning of it, and but anyway, that being said, yeah, I'll probably make another one of these before Thanksgiving. You guys are welcome to email me. I kind of got on people for emailing me repetitively. Don't get upset if I don't email you right away. I have a life, so that I had a couple of people, you know, just like emailing me constantly, and then getting upset that I'm not, you know, getting back to them right away. So it's, you know, I have a life outside of this. Right now, this isn't my main priority. I wish it was, but it is not. It could have been years ago, but, you know, my 9,000 subscribers didn't want to contribute to the channel, so, you know, or, you know, reach out to YouTube when YouTube was harassing me. But, you know, is what it is. It's the little things, right? Anyway, guys, I hope to be making regular videos this time next year, again, and, you know, doing things that I used to do, and showing you guys how to make things and do things. And I've got 2 badass builds coming up that you guys are going to love. So if they're before Illinois' assault weapon ban gets overturned, then you know that I am not in Illinois anymore. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to stick it out as long as I can, you know, but it is what it is. I mean, you know, I want to go where I'm respected, and Illinois is not it. So, yeah, it is what it is. Eventually, you know, if we don't stop them now, they're gonna do it federally, and we're all gonna be boned anyway. So, I mean, people can say, oh, well, we can move, you know, to a different state, blah blah blah. The Second Amendment's only one hardcore leftist. Right wingers would do it too. You know, you get people that are drunk on power. It's only one constitutional amendment away from being null and void. So just kind of keep that in mind. Keep that in the back of your head, guys. So, I mean, it's there for now, but they can pull it out just like they did other things. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for stopping in and hanging out. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free, leave them in the comment section below. If you want to share with your friends the stream, go ahead. Really don't care if somebody wants to disagree with me. I really don't care. People can agree with me. That's awesome. But everybody has their own opinion. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Thank you guys, everyone, for stopping in and watching. Especially a lot of you guys watching from early on. Scott, I think, was the first comment. Anyway, guys, real quick before I go, I did get asked this the other day. if my Patreon got taken down. It did not get taken down. I shut it down. I'm not going to have. I just don't feel right taking contributions from people, even though a couple of people said, "Well, I still want to give something to you." That's fine. I don't. I don't need anything right now because I'm not doing anything gun related right now. You know, just wait until I'm ready to put it back up, and you guys can start contributing again. That's just that I just feel weird about it. Okay, it did not get taken down by Patreon. I took it down myself. Okay, so that answers that question. If any of you guys were wondering it, I did get the question asked in an email, and it was poignant, I thought, to bring up at some point. Anyway, guys, have a good weekend. I'll catch you in the next one. I'll probably, I don't know. If I have enough encouragement or motivation from you guys, then I'll have a Christmas live stream. But it's not going to be on YouTube. It'll be on Rumble. So just make sure you guys are aware of that. And if I do gun content again, it's not going to be here. I'll do live streams and stuff, but I'm not going to do gun content over here because YouTube can eat a big fat bag of D's. Anyway, guys, you have a good one.